Hey guys, it's Mike. Thanks so much for watching another video. I want to ask you, if you enjoy my videos and they're helpful, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click that little notification bell so that you're aware of any new videos that I publish. Thanks so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Today we're going to talk about employer's liability insurance. Now, in my last video, I spoke about workers' compensation insurance, and specifically did not mention employer's liability, because I want you to know the difference between the two. I want you to keep them separate in your mind and understand that they're not similar, although they do come in many cases on the same policy. Section 1 or Part 1 is your workers' compensation insurance. Part 2 is your employer's liability insurance. So what is it? Number 1 is I'm going to tell you what employer's liability is. Number 2, how do you secure the coverage? Number 3, some key tips when dealing with work comp in monopolistic states. And number 4, a few different types of claims where employer's liability can protect your business. So number 1, what is it? The definition is wordy. I'm going to explain a little more afterwards, but the purpose of employer's liability is to protect or to cover against an employer's liability, where recovery is permitted by law for injury or bodily injury resulting out of or in the course of an injured employee's employment. Super wordy, right? So I talked about workers' compensation. Remember, first party benefits to the injured employee, medical expenses, income replacement, death benefits. But what about everyone else? What about the spouse? What about the children? That's where employer's liability comes into play. Think about everybody else and how they're going to recover against that person's injury or potential death, whatever it may be. So there's your difference between workers' compensation and employer's liability. Number 2, how do you get the coverage? Well, again, it comes with most workers' compensation policy. You'll see on the label, workers' compensation and employer's liability insurance. Part 1, your work comp. Part 2, your employer's liability. But number 3, when dealing with monopolistic work comp states, and remember, those are North Dakota, Ohio, Wyoming, and Washington. Those states are going to provide workers' compensation benefits, not employer's liability. So you either have to endorse the employer's liability on an existing workers' compensation policy separately, or you need to provide an endorsement or secure an endorsement on your general liability policy for stopgap employer's liability coverage. So those are your 2 ways. Number 4 is, what types of claims could employer's liability protect an employer against? Well, number 1, and the big one, is third party action over. I'm not going to go too deep into this. I have other videos and I will send out other videos regarding third party action over claims, but that's a big one. Okay, number 2, consequential bodily injury claims. Number 3, dual capacity claims. Number 4, loss of care of services claims, or loss or care of services claims. Those are 4 big ones. I can go into more detail in future videos. I don't want to overwhelm you now, but think about that. So thanks again for watching. I hope this helps. I hope it helps differentiate in your mind the difference between workers' compensation insurance and employer's liability insurance. Most times you'll see them on the same policy, but if you have any questions, you can reach out to our agency directly. Remember to read our blog. We post a lot of good information there also. So thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you soon.